First things first, we have to speak about it, of course, is the dining. They have done such an excellent job at nailing the dining experience on Virgin Voyages for the most part. And I do want to focus predominantly on dinner and their premium dining restaurants. When you go to a Virgin Voyages onboard restaurant, there is something that has to be really sung in high regard. And that is the fact that when you look at the menu, starter, main, dessert, sides, everything, there's typically such a well thought out menu design that everyone is pretty much covered at every step of the way, and it's very rare that someone isn't. Not only that, but unlike other cruise lines, etc., with different models, so that does have to be said in their fairness, they offer a treat yourself menu where you can pay extra to get a particular item that is not included in your fare. Now, the really great thing about this that I just don't see enough people saying is the fact that really those items, I've never felt that they are a must get. They're not going to push for you to purchase. And on top of that, if you've ever had them, you really are going to sit there and go, you know, that was nice because I felt like that, but I don't feel I need it. And that's awesome. It means that every time you sit down, you don't have to kind of have this cynical thought about like, oh, okay, I get it. The food that's available here is the food, and the food that's on the extra charge stuff, that's the good stuff. No, it really is a case of like, you felt like that particular thing. You felt like Wagyu and not regular beef. Okay, so just pay extra, you'll get the Wagyu. And Wagyu is a premium product. It's like really difficult to import that outside of Japan. And so, you know, it makes sense. Truffle, same thing. So I really love the fact that when they made this, they didn't go and say, here's something we know you'd like. Like, for example, here's a sirloin steak. Do you want a filet? Do you want a ribeye? Oh, unfortunately, you're gonna have to pay extra for that. I really, really think they deserve praise for that. Well, moving on to the next thing. Second thing I want to talk about, I think is actually a small moment of genius, and I really use that sparingly, genius, that Virgin Voyages had, and that is to do with the muster drill, or the safety video in Virgin Voyages case as well. So just a quick FYI so that everyone's on the same page here. If you've never cruised before, part of maritime law is that on every cruise, you have to have been told or reasonably informed of the safety protocols with the ship, where to meet in the event of emergency, where your life jackets are located, how to put them on, and all the other things you need to know. Now, the awesome thing that Virgin did is they probably understood, like, hey, you know what, this is something that's kind of a drag. Everyone wants to start their vacation. Who, at this point in time, after all their flights, hotels, traveling, finally getting on the ship, wants to now stop what they're doing or, have to go through the same instructions every single time. It's boring, it's not very memorable, etc. No one's happy to be there. And Virgin came up with this music video that goes through the entire safety instructions. That's very on brand, very memorable, and actually pretty cool. So my only advice is, after hearing that, if you weren't aware of this, don't go and watch it on YouTube, not because it's not worth watching, but because if you ever do go on Virgin Voyages, at some point you're going to get a little bit tired of it, but